Let's get it. Seems like it's gonna be like a co-op petition. That sounds weird. That sounds weird, but it sounds right. There is no way that there's no slime. How are you gonna work together to push these platforms in such a way that you can make it across? Alright, let's see the new costumes. Let's get it. Hey buds! So today we finally got a sneak peek at Fall Guys Season 2. Seems to be new costumes, new rounds, and a new overall theme. For this video, I thought that we would just go through each of the mini games that they showed together, kind of dissecting them and see what we think of the overall Season 2 perspectives. As always, if you like what you see, make sure to leave us a like so another group of individuals can like what they see as well. Let's get started. Alright buds, let's roll it.
Hey, I'm Joe. I'm the lead game designer
Hey, Joe.
of Fall Guys Ultimate Knockout, and I just wanted to reach out and say thank you to everyone who's been playing and enjoying the game so far. As a team,
No,
we've
Joe,
been looking at all
thank
the
you.
fan arts.
So my first thought, let's go back a little bit. So my first thought, look at Joe. Okay, that's not a good angle for Joe. Let's make him smile. Smile. There we go. That's a good angle for Joe. So Joe, you are really young. It is really good to see like a lead designer or a bit on the younger side. A lot of the times when I see these sort of games that are taking the internet by storm are the lead designers that are a bit on the older side with a bit of experience, a lot of games in their backlogs. So see Joe here in his small but cozy London apartment was really cool.
And enjoying the game so far. As a team, we've been looking at all the fan arts, the memes, and the montages that people have.
I love the memes.
And the response to the game is really blown us
The
away.
Twitter has
Today,
been doing
we
an
just wanted to
amazing
give everyone
job.
their first sneak peek at the rounds and the costumes that they can be enjoying as part of Fall Guys Season 2.
Let's get it. Oh, that crown. Give me those new rounds. Give me those new rounds, buds. Oh, Seesaw. You're going away, bud. Medieval, huh? Obviously, the first thing that you see here, new costumes. You see the dragon, you see the knight. They look pretty cool. I'm excited to get to try them. Alright, look at them go. Look at that dragon. Wow, it looks really cool. That mage with the emotes. Okay, so here's where we start diving off. So this new round is very interesting. It seems like another one of those race to the finish line. So the main thing here that is very interesting is you have this all these blocks that you have to sort of put together so you can jump on top of them and actually make it across the wall. As you can see here, there's a bunch of Fall Guys there, there's a bunch of beams in the upper block, and then there's one trying to jump into the wall. It seems like it's gonna be like a co-op petition. That sounds weird, but it sounds right. Where you actually have to work together with your enemies to build up a path so you can actually jump across the wall. Now, if Seesaw was very range inducing in Season 1, can you imagine this game where you can actually sabotage the enemies to no extent? So as you can see, there seems to be different types of shapes per level. There are ramps, there are these blocks that you can stack on top of each other, or whatever this pyramid looking shape is. But the main thing here, look at these boulders at the end. Oh, buds, I can already feel it. I can already feel the hit and the rage coming when I get hit by those boulders. Alright, another race to the finish line here. This is gonna be interesting. This has different obstacles all the way to the finish line. At the beginning, it seems like we have some swinging axes. Seems to be swinging across. That's what I would expect. Now, my main question here is we only see this hovering in the world, right? There doesn't seem to be any slime, no nothing. So my guess is that even if you die in here, you will respawn to a previous checkpoint. That would be my guess, because you can see these propellers. There is no way that there's no slime. So that means that you can actually recover from your mistakes. So this next obstacle right here seems to be very interesting. It seems to be a revolving cylinders or whatever they're called with spikes on them. Now those spikes and running with a crowd of people in them, I can see that being a fair bit of an obstacle, but I don't know. It seems like it's wide enough for you to actually go through. Now we got like a little bit of a downhill with what seems to be a little bit of a soapy water or slime, whatever it makes you go faster. These ones are gonna be interesting to kind of avoid. It seems like the propellers from Whirligig, but with wider blades. Now going to this obstacle right here, it doesn't seem like you actually see the motion of these cylinders, but it seems like a rock back and forth based on this platform right here, since it seems to be a little bit of like a semicircle. So it will be interesting to see. There's some gaps in there too, which are kind of mean. So now this one right here I'm very interested in, because there seems to be 3 bridges, but one of them is raised up all the way. So I wonder if they interchange, like they have different intervals where they can raise up and down. So you actually have to time your run on the bridge to make sure that you don't fall in the middle. That's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be a lot of funny moments on this one. I am very looking forward to this one, but I'm a big fan of Race to the Finish Line with obstacles, just like Weird Geek. Alright, let's move on. Okay, so we got this one right here. Alright, now this one is very interesting. It seems to be a variation on Egg Scramble. It's a team minigame, as you can see by the color of the beans and the color of each of the bases. Again, 3 different teams going towards the middle for some eggs. I don't even know if they probably just themed them as dragon eggs. There seems to be more obstacles. Like you see this swinging axe on here, the racing bridges. I wonder where the nest eggs are gonna be and how this is gonna influence the sort of putting the eggs in one basket kind of playstyle, because this seems to be a way bigger map than the previous one. Let's move it. Okay, here we go, another Whoopsie Daisy. This one seems to be interesting though, because based on the footage that we're about to see, because they do show some gameplay on some of these minigames, is the fact that you can move these ramps around. As you can see, this yellow area seems to be places where you can grab and push those platforms around. So now playing more as a team makes more sense on Whoopsie Daisy. Whoopsie Daisy and the other one is just about making sure that your team spreads out to get as many rings as possible. But now some of the rings are not going to be reachable unless you work together and move the platforms around, as well as screwing over some of the other teams. So this is going to be an interesting map. Again, it's just another variation on Whoopsie Daisy on the medieval theme. Alright, move on. Okay, so this seems to be a different angle from the same minigame that we had last time. As you can see, the drawbridge is right here, and the various platforms that you can move around. Alright, so this one is interesting. So this one doesn't have the same platforms as the other ones. There's no blocks, there's no ramps, but there is a wall, and the wall seems to be getting bigger and bigger as you go along. So my question is, how are you gonna traverse through them? Is this gonna be some sort of like DoorDash where you have to guess the right door? But the number of doors doesn't even narrow down. It just keeps getting bigger and bigger. So there's some questions that I have for this one. Alright, let's see some gameplay. Look at that, that's the minigame that we were talking about. This is the one that you're gonna have to work together with your enemies to try to put these platforms in such a pattern that you can make it across the wall. If people couldn't cooperate with Seesaw, where they would just like literally move the platforms, how are you gonna work together to push these platforms in such a way that you can make it across? Alright, let's see the new costumes, let's get it. Knight, Barbarian, Mage, Dragon, Witch, Barbarian, and another Knight? I don't know, I like them all, and I need them all. Those are probably gonna be, in my opinion, these are actually either gonna be part of the season pass, or they're gonna be the ones that you see on your daily store for kudos. I don't think they're gonna be legendaries. I still think they're gonna be doing the tie-ins with other games as the featured legendary skins. Yeah, you see that? Yeah, obviously nobody's gonna cooperate like that. I really wanna see the evolution of these cooperations moving those platforms around. Now, what I wanna know is what you thought of the Fall Guys Season 2 sneak peek. Let me know if you agree with the minigames breakdown that I did, if you disagree with anything, also if I missed anything, because this is just my own opinion on the game. I am very excited for it. I may be consumed by hype blindness, but that's where you come in. So let me know what you thought on the comments below. And remember, if you like what you see, make sure to leave us a like so we can improve the visibility of the content and everybody else can like what they see as well. And there's other gaming content in the channel. It's All Fun and Games is full of podcasts, gaming discussions, and a ton of Fall Guys, because that's the game that has consumed our hearts right now. With that, I leave you. That is It's All Fun and Games, signing off.